Hi, Janelle here. Welcome to my channel. Let's get a little bit situated here. Welcome to Sheep Hill Herbs. Hope you're having a great day out there. I'm happy to be here, happy to share another video with you. And I want to thank everyone who comes here, watches the videos, puts the time in. I'm inching my way closer and closer to the watch hours that I need to be monetized by YouTube. So I really appreciate when you play a video if you let it play all the way through. So today I want to talk about Sabbaths and rest and the need for that, the need for them. And I don't want to make this into like, I'm not talking about witches' Sabbaths, and I'm not making it into a religious teaching, but there is some aspect of religion here as far as Sabbath goes. So I was taught by Dr. Christopher in the School of Natural Healing that when you take herbs, that you should always rest on the seventh day. So you would take your herbs for 6 days, and on the seventh day, you take a rest from them. And then if you're, excuse me, whatever like combination that you're working with, let's say you're doing that for 7 weeks, you take a rest after the 7th week or on the 7th week, and you either do different herbs or no herbs. And then that applies to every 7 months, every 7 years. So there's this biblical theme of sevens where you take a Sabbath rest. And so let me just translate that a little bit better for you. So a lot of herbs, like you'll find in resources, will say, like, I'm going to just pick echinacea for one, like not recommended for like long time use. And it boosts the immune system and helps definitely fight infection, but you're not supposed to just take it indefinitely. I think we have in our culture this thought of doing something and you do it indefinitely without pause. And it applies to our foods, our habits, everything, where we kind of just do something and then we always do it. So if you think of a Sabbath rest or a fast, you're going to stop, change things up, and do something differently for a period of time. So whenever you're using certain herbs or any herbs, give yourself a break every now and then. Give yourself a break on the 7th day. Give yourself a break after 7 weeks. You're taking, let's say, I don't know, red raspberry leaf. You're drinking red raspberry leaf every single day. Well, on the 7th week, don't drink red raspberry leaf. Drink something else. And so I wanted to kind of like lead into where I am this year as far as my gardens and growing and collecting and everything. I have not watched the 7th year Sabbath for my garden. And I know some people who do, and they follow this from the Old Testament in the Bible. I never did that. In fact, it's been hard for me to do any kind of pausing and resting. Taking a rest once a week has been very difficult for me. I don't always do it at all. I feel like I always have to go, keep going, never pause. And gardening, it's like been my passion, like having my garden and my plants, and to like even consider not doing anything and letting my garden go was like, I guess, a very terrifying thought. But this year, I must say, I feel so different. The word that came to me this year, this summer, was nourishing. And I guess my body needed that word so much, nourish. And I just do not have any desire at all to do my gardening. I am planting some plants in pots around my house, but my main garden that I've gardened now for 10 years without pause is getting a break. I'm giving it a Sabbath rest. I am not planting it. I didn't till it. I didn't weed it. It's getting its rest, and I'm getting a rest. I also have low motivation to collect my plants and dry and preserve and do all this that I normally do. And I feel like the message that I'm getting is one of, because I was doing it out of a place of fear and lack, partially, not 100%, but it was motivated by this lack. I feel like God, universe, is teaching me in this time of rest and nourishment that provision, everything will be provided for me, that I don't have to make sure I have every single herb, that I grew and I dried and I stored and I made into medicine. Like, God will provide. I will have what I need. And this year, the lessons that I'm seeing are abundance in all of the fruit trees and the berries, like mulberries. Our fruit trees have tons of fruit. The plants look great. We did have a few weeks of no rain, but all of a sudden they're just like bursting. And I'm just noticing. I'm just observing and I'm noticing and I'm just like enjoying nature this year instead of feeling this need to like harvest so much. And excited to see the black walnut trees looking so full. The hulls are already a good size. Last year was super dry and they were so small and hardly had any juice. So I'm nourishing. And that leads me into my last point, and that is a course. It's not really a course. It's a mentorship. It's a container, and it's called Secrets of the Womb. And I'm offering it in 16, 8, and 4-week pieces. So you can sign up for any of those. I'm taking 10 women for this year. It's July 3rd. So 10 women to take into that space, into that container, and to teach you how to nourish yourself, descend into the womb, trust in the masculine, trust in that being held, trusting in God, trusting in your body, learning to create out of the womb space, transforming everything in your life from the womb, clearing ancestral wounds, ancestral trauma to the womb. And so I think because I just launched this, and if you want to follow me on Instagram at Sheep Hill Herbs, I post there the most about this course, this mentorship. It's so about nourishing that is why I'm like, I need a Sabbath rest from my frenetic gardening. I just need to nourish and allow myself to be nourished. So comment down below. Are you ready for some nourishment? Do you need nourishment? Comment that down below. Check out my link tree down below. Like this video, share it, and come back again soon. Thanks.